Titans show blitz. Pass is caught. And that is Deontay wheeling and dealing and stepping into the end zone. Met with a 9-yard strike, but that was all. Deontay Johnson cutting in and then zigging out.
Don't look now, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are atop the AFC. Welcome back to 5-Star Matchup. If you dig our content, please subscribe and share. Join our Patreon for exclusives and merch. It's cliche by this point, but football is a game of inches. You can study, plan, and work 24 hours a day towards the goal of victory, but a few inches can change every subsequent decision and impact not just the day, but in a sport with 16 regular season games, it can change the entire season. We find ourselves today in Nashville, Tennessee for another real 5-star matchup between the only two undefeated teams in the AFC. Should be a good one. Bionic Ben comes into this one having played efficient ball, and early on, that trend held. Nice third down conversion to DJ here, who it was a pleasure having back today. Honestly, a shame he couldn't keep his feet in bounds. He could have had a lot more. Canada effect on full display again as a little tap pass to Ray goes for a nice gainer. Look at Connor pick his man and pull a John Wick to take the guy out with ease. Love that fire. Big early moment here as Ben faces a 3rd and 11 and rifles it to Deontay, who pulls a skirt on 23, who I hope to God didn't have family watching this moment. It was great having Johnson back today. He gives them something special after the catch. Getting in the holiday spirit, James Conner does his best impression of a dreidel as he spins for a first down and throws a nice little stiff arm at the end for good measure. Conner continues what has been a great start for him. Penalty on Chooks knocks him back, but that's okay because there's 2 ways to make a 17-year vet unhappy. Move his bye week and drag him down late. The Titans have now done both of those things. Having watched the man's entire career, I don't think you want to make Ben Roethlisberger mad. Absolute laser beam from Bionic Ben's blaster cannon, and 23 would need light speed reflexes to react in time. He doesn't, and it's 7-0 Steelers. Excellent opening drive. Let's keep that going. 16 plays, 75 yards, 9 minutes, and 18 seconds. Sign me the f*** up for that all day. Titans on offense, and Alvin just narrowly misses a strip sack. Inches. Nice breakup by Sutton on 3rd gets the ball right back to the Steelers offense. Facing a 3rd and 14, large Benjamin squints and spots, is that? Yes, it's a very large and very friendly Abrontosaurus for a first down. I'm not sure how big Eric Ebron is, but I'm pretty sure he could body slam Andre the Giant if he wanted to. Monster play. Bit of a flub in the so far excellent rookie campaign for Chase the Bank Claypool, who accidentally unloads the safe, but hustle and effort minimizes the loss. Gotta be careful on these handoffs and tap passes to receivers. Everybody's been saying, where's Juju? And all I'm saying is he's right here doing wide receiver 1 type things. Low but good throw by Ben forces Juju to make a nice catch going to the ground, and these two look like they're getting their chemistry on track. As I say each and every week, get the man a deal. Connor's severe allergy to the color baby blue on display here as he keeps his distance on another shifty scuttle for a gainer. Just short, but the Steelers are set up for your weekly dose of Benny Snell football. Benny follows a crunch that the captain would be proud of by D-tackle Henry Mondeau, shout out Long Hair Club, welcome Hank. You gotta rep us better than Chicolo. Back on D now, and Derrick Henry is a condominium on wheels. Just a great run, and man, there aren't many things I'd like to do less than try to tackle Derrick Henry. Do you think he could actually kill one of us if he ran at us with full speed? 2nd and 7 though, and the Titans decide not to block the best defensive player in football, and TJ Watt tracks him down for the loss. Henry is indeed a monster, but so is Trent Jordan. Good pass protection by Tennessee here, and gotta give him credit, it was most of the day. And Tannehill lofts it off the fingertips of Corey Davis and right into the hands of Humphries. What was I saying about inches? Another stuff on Henry leads to a brutal shot by Vinny Vidi Vici himself on a scrambling Tannehill, which pops the ball loose, but the Titans recover. Another bounce that just doesn't go the way you want it to. Too much time again for Tannehill, and the Titans have officially scored about a third as many points as they had COVID cases. Perhaps making a point in a week where the talk was centered on the opposing team's running back, James Conner takes a beautiful tote off a delayed handoff and slices for a big gain, putting the Steelers back on the attack. Almost a great play here as Ben draws the offsides and chucks it deep for Deontay, who I kinda think should make this catch. I know it's hard with the hand in your face, but it's right there, man. Gotta pull it in. Also a late hit here on Roethlisberger that gets called if his last name is Brady or Manning. All good though, because a boot off the toe of the Boz is worth 3, and the Steelers go up 17-7. Rare special teams appearance as the Boz pops a little can of corn that the returner bobbles and can get nowhere on. Behind the 8 ball already, and Tennessee hands to their bell cow who gets his bell rung by the man, the myth, the legend, TJ Watt. The man forces me to come up with way too many compliments, but if you're a Steelers fan, you should be extremely excited that we're about to watch the rest of this man's career. It's going to be special. Only a couple reasons you show a punt, and Ray is both of them. He gathers it, waits, and he jukes poor number 48 into 2021 and is off to the races. Unfortunately, he gets caught, but McLeod continues to show why he's NFL caliber. And if there was any question as to whether he should be the permanent punt returner, I believe the last couple weeks have answered that. Never one to be outdone as far as shiftiness, Deontay takes the pass and twists up the DB like a manipulative X and scoots into the end zone for a second sixer of the day. Speaking to Tomlin's point of letting the defense dictate the hot hand, the Steelers have had 3 different receivers with multiple touchdown catches in a game already, sharing the wealth. Back to the Titans' still sputtering offense, and beautiful stop on 3rd down here by Nelson, who bundles the tight end up like a cord of firewood. Wait, another punt? This could only mean low snap leads to a fire drill by Kern, and he can't pull any magic out of his old silk hat. Steelers are officially in business with a chance at some more points before the half. Never one for subtlety though, Big Ben decides f it, I'm going for the jugular, and chucks an easy pick in the end zone. It may seem small at the moment, but you can never leave free points on the board. Grab a 7-yard out and take 3. On to the second half. 40% of the Titans roster tries in vain to block TJ, but just can't do it. He just barely misses the strip sack, which could have changed the whole second half. But you'll take it. Back to Ben and the boys, and Connor follows the best guard in the NFL, David DeCastro, for another long gain. Titans' lateral quickness on defense is definitely a question mark they need to address if they want to be serious contenders. Nice play by Ben here on 3rd down. He doesn't have anything open and figures, hey, let's take a chance with Chase, and the Rook draws a pass interference. Eventually, Ben can't hit Ebron and the drive stalls out, but another boot from the Boz and the away team is up 27-7. Did somebody say turning point? Tannehill flings it over the middle to AJ Brown, and Minka's Mike Mitchell-esque angle sends him off to the races to tighten this game right back up. Great play by Brown, but Minka's gotta be better than this. Again, just slightly out of place, and the results are devastating. Couple drives later, and this is why Juju is on top of the depth chart. Is he flashy? No. But he knows where to be and what he needs to do. Guy just gets the job done. Please, Kev, I can't bear to see 19 in different colors. Time to get a little momentum going here, and fuck. Bionic Ben rockets this one directly into a lineman's outstretched hand, and it floats ethereally in the air like fog on a lake for an easy pick. These plays happen, but again, doesn't always bounce that high, and there isn't always a defender under it. This time, unfortunately, there was. That's why you have a defense though, and TFL king Vince Williams shoots through for a sack on Tannehill to end this drive before it can even get started. Titans take the 3 on Gostkowski's final field goal of the day, and the Titans cut in some more. Nice catch by AJ Brown, who tips a tipped pass to himself. Inches, man. As I always say, great players are gonna make great plays, and Derrick Henry puts his team on his gigantic back, and 2 quick runs have him inside the 1. Hell of a stop by Bob the Brick Spillane, who meets Derrick Henry in the hole for a loss. Can't imagine this felt great for any of the parties involved. Steelers appear to get a 4th down stop, but a holding on Minka, who did not have a great game today, gives the Titans just 1 too many chances, and Henry goes up and over to make it a 3-point game, 27-24. Hey, we had a 10-minute drive already, let's grab another one. Starting deep in their own territory, Ben converts a pair of clutch 3rd downs to his number 1 guy, Juju Smith-Schuster, and for the first time in a while, the Steelers are cooking. Shades of last week as Ben gets the D with another wicked pump fake and lofts it to 19 for another chunk. I'm all for spreading it around, but we mustn't forget that for the good of the team, a great player like Juju needs a few more touches than he's been getting. Bummer here as Deontay and Ben aren't on the same page for a back shoulder hookup. Just a little off, again. CBS decides it's a good time to steal from my graphics package and cuts out in an absolutely critical moment. Ooh. Ben converts another to DJ and the Steelers were a highly efficient 13 of 18 on thirds in this one. Yet another to the always open Deontay and the Steelers are nearing run out the clock territory. Oh, what could have been. Claypool comes close to converting here. I actually think he got it, but a PI knocks the Steelers back and sets up 3rd and 12.
Ben empty set on 3rd and 13 at the Tennessee 19. Here's the snap. He throws for the end zone, and it's broken up and intercepted on a tip in the end zone.
In what is by far his biggest no-no of the season so far, Ben misses an open Johnson underneath and gets way too greedy going for the clinching 7 to Juju, and it's a potentially game-changing pick. I can see what he thinks he has, but it needs absolutely perfect timing and an amazing throw and might still fall incomplete. A chunk to Brown and a nice tackle by Joe Hayden, who undoubtedly lifts a lot of weights, sets up a 3rd and 1, but pass rush fails to get there again, and the Titans are, unfortunately, in business. Giant play by the TFL King, who, you guessed it, gets another TFL, and the Titans are behind and down in distance. Awesome coverage by my guy Cam Sutton, who lays out for the crucial breakup, setting up 3rd and 12. 2 more plays, guys. Let's go. Tannehill drops, boils some water for tea, and sinks a letter opener right into my gut with another big play to AJ Brown, who cooked Joe Hayden like a goose. Can someone explain to me why intentional grounding shouldn't count as a sack for the nearest defender? Either way, Tuitt's pressure changes the tide of this game just slightly, and the Titans are now more than likely relegated to a tie attempt. Not a great play by the vet Tannehill, will be an underrated moment in this awesome game. Clearly feeling like attacking 23, Tannehill takes a small gainer underneath and on 3rd takes a shot that thankfully falls harmlessly to the ground. Nice coverage by Joe to set up our 5-star play of the game.
The ball at the Pittsburgh 27-yard line. It's do or die for the Titans, who have 1 timeout in their pocket. Now they're going to bring the kicker, Gostkowski, out for a 45-yarder. And Gostkowski in this range this year as he kicks it on its way. The kick is wide right. It is no good.
They ain't all gotta be pretty. Gostkowski misses the tying field goal by a few inches. What can I say? Sometimes 10 straight bounces can go against you, but the 11th bounce still has a 50-50 chance of going your way. Ben calls my favorite play again, and your Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-0. Look, would it have been nice to blow the Titans out just like the Browns? Obviously. But the Titans aren't the Browns. They're one of the most talented and well-coached teams in the league, and frankly had a lot of bounces go their way in this one. A tipped pass here and a dumb decision there, and suddenly this game went from a blowout to a nail-biter. But if I told you at noon on Sunday that the Steelers were going to lose the turnover battle 3-0, James Conner was going to outrush Derrick Henry, and the Steelers were going to win in Nashville by a field goal, you would have signed up for that all day. While I wish they finished stronger, they still finished it, and that's all that really matters. If a couple things had gone differently, the Titans very well might have won this game, but they didn't. And because of Gostkowski's slight miss, the Steelers are now 6-0 and have a head-to-head tiebreaker on one of the best teams in the conference. I don't know where this season's going, but I like it so far. Here we go. If you're still here, check out our Patreon. Check it out. There's cool stuff. Money. It's stuff. You get stickers. Stuff. It's cool. Check it out. Do it. Patreon. Do it. Check it out. Do it.